Welcome back to our channel, coin enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of British coinage as we explore the top 6 ultra-rare UK 5 new pence Elizabeth coins. These coins are not just everyday currency, they're treasures steeped in history and are highly sought after by collectors. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your coin journey, stay tuned as we uncover their value, history, and what makes them so special. 1971 UK 5 new pence. The 1971 5 new pence coin was part of a significant change in British currency known as decimalisation. Before 1971, British currency was divided into pounds, shillings, and pence, a system that dated back centuries. But on February 15, 1971, known as Decimal Day, the UK switched to a simpler system, 100 pence to a pound. The 5 new pence coin was introduced as a replacement for the pre-decimal shilling, maintaining the same size and weight but with a new value. It was minted from copper nickel, a durable alloy of copper and nickel, which gave it a shiny, silvery appearance. Now let's talk design. The obverse of the 1971 5 new pence coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machine. This particular portrait, which shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, was first used on coins in 1968 and became a symbol of the modern British monarchy. The reverse side, designed by Christopher Ironside, showcases the crowned Scottish thistle, a nod to Scotland's national emblem. The inscription new pence and the denomination 5 are prominently displayed, making it clear this was part of the newly introduced decimal system. So what is the value of the 1971 5 new pence coin today? While the coin was minted in large quantities, it holds a special place in the hearts of collectors due to its role in the transition to decimalisation. In terms of value, a circulated 1971 5 new pence coin is generally worth its face value, which is around 5 pence in today's currency. However, uncirculated or proof versions of the coin can fetch a bit more, typically ranging from PS1 to PS5, depending on their condition. A proof coin, especially in its original packaging, could be worth even more to the right collector. 1975 UK 5 new pence. The 1975 5 new pence coin was part of the UK's decimalisation era, which marked a significant shift in the country's currency system. But before we get into its value today, let's start with a bit of history. Decimalisation in the UK began in 1971, transitioning from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a more straightforward decimal currency system. The 5 new pence coin was introduced as a replacement for the pre-decimal 1 shilling coin, and it was initially the same size and weight. Both coins were equivalent in value, and the 5 new pence coins were minted from copper nickel, giving them a shiny, silver-like appearance. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. This portrait was used on all UK coins from 1968 until 1984 and is easily recognizable by collectors. The reverse side of the coin, designed by Christopher Ironside, features the crowned Scottish thistle, a symbol of Scotland, which adds a touch of national pride to the coin. Around the edge, you'll see the words new pence and the denomination 5. Now let's talk numbers. The 1975 5 new pence coin had a mintage of over 256 million, making it a common coin. But even with its high mintage, this coin still holds some value, especially in high grades. In circulated condition, the 1975 5 new pence is generally worth its face value. However, uncirculated coins, or those in mint condition, can fetch a bit more. Typically, these coins can be valued between PS 0.50 to PS 1.50, depending on their condition. And if you happen to have a coin that's been professionally graded as mint state or proof, you could be looking at a value of up to PS 5 or more. But what about errors or special editions? Unfortunately, no major errors or variants are known for the 1975 5 new pence coin. However, it's always worth keeping an eye out for any oddities that could make your coin unique. 1979 UK 5 new pence. The 5 new pence coin was introduced in the United Kingdom in 1968, 2 years before the official decimalisation of British currency. These coins were part of a broader move to decimalize the British currency system, replacing the old shilling. The 1979 edition, which we'll focus on today, is a particularly interesting piece due to its place in this transitional period. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. This portrait was used on British coins from 1968 to 1984 and is instantly recognizable for its elegant and regal depiction of the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. On the reverse side, we see a crowned thistle, a symbol of Scotland. This design, created by Christopher Ironside, reflects the rich history and culture of the UK. The crown atop the thistle adds a royal touch, symbolizing the unity of the nations under the British crown. The 1979 5 new pence coin is made from copper nickel, an alloy of copper and nickel. It has a diameter of 23.59 millimeters and weighs 5.65 grams. The milled edge gives it a distinct feel and helps to distinguish it from other coins of similar size. Now, let's delve into the historical context. By 1979, the 5 new pence coin had been in circulation for over a decade. This was a time of economic change in the UK, with inflation and other economic factors affecting the value of money. In 1980, just a year after this coin was minted, the government began the process of reducing the size of the 5 new pence, which eventually led to the smaller version we know today. When it comes to value, the 1979 5 new pence coin is generally not considered rare, especially in circulated condition. However, its value can increase if it's in uncirculated or proof condition. As of today, a circulated 1979 5 new pence coin might fetch between PS 0.10 and PS 0.50, while an uncirculated or proof version could be worth a bit more, ranging from PS1 to PS5, depending on the buyer and the coin's condition. 1980 UK 5 new pence. The story of the 1980 UK 5 new pence coin begins with the decimalization of British currency in 1971. Before decimalization, the British currency system was based on pounds, shillings, and pence, but this all changed in 1971 when the UK adopted a simpler decimal system. The 5 new pence coin was introduced in 1968, 3 years before decimalization, to help familiarize the public with the new system. Initially, the coin was identical in size, weight, and composition to the shilling, which it replaced in everyday use. The coin we're focusing on today, minted in 1980, is part of the second generation of 5 new pence coins. These coins feature the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. His portrait of the Queen was first introduced on British coins in 1968 and remained in use until 1984. The 1980 UK 5 new pence coin features the following specifications. Obverse, the obverse side of the coin features the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. The Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, with the inscription Elizabeth II D.G.Reg.F.D, the 1980 surrounding the portrait. The inscription stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Reverse, the reverse side of the coin showcases a crowned thistle, which is a traditional symbol of Scotland. The words new pence are inscribed at the top, and the numeral 5 appears at the bottom, indicating the coin's denomination. Specifications: the coin is made of cupronickel, which is an alloy of copper and nickel. It has a diameter of 23.59 mm, weighs 5.65 grams. Now let's talk about the value of the 1980 UK 5 new pence coin. While this coin was once a common piece of currency, it has since become more of a collectible item, especially after the coin was withdrawn from circulation in 1990 when the smaller 5p coin was introduced. 1975 UK 5 new pence. Before we get into the details of its value, let's talk a bit about the coin's design. The 1975 5 new pence features the second crown portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait was used from 1968 until 1984, and it's a familiar image to many coin collectors. The Queen is depicted wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, which was a wedding gift from the people of Ireland. Around her image, the inscription reads Elizabeth II D.G. Reg. F.D., meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse side, we have a design by Christopher Ironside featuring a crowned thistle, a traditional symbol of Scotland, encircled by the words new pence and the denomination 5. The design is simple yet elegant, representing the unity of the nations within the United Kingdom. Now let's dive into the specifics that every collector wants to know the value. The 1975 5 new pence is a copper nickel coin with a weight of 5.65 grams and a diameter of 23.59 millimeters. It was minted in large quantities, so it's not considered rare in the general sense. However, its value can vary depending on its condition and whether it's a part of a specific collection. Coins in circulation typically range from PS 0.10 to PS 0.50 in value. However, if you happen to have a coin in uncirculated or proof condition, its value can increase significantly. Uncirculated coins can fetch around PS1 to PS3, while proof coins, which were specially struck for collectors, can go for upwards of PS5 to PS10 depending on the market. To determine the exact value of your coin, it's important to consider its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. A coin in mint condition with no scratches or wear will always be more valuable than one that has seen heavy circulation. Additionally, errors or variations in the minting process can make certain coins more desirable. 1969 UK 5 new pence. The 1969 UK 5 new pence coin was part of the UK's transition to decimal currency. Before decimalization, the British currency system was based on pounds, shillings, and pence, a system that had been in place for centuries. In 1968, the British government began introducing new decimal coins in preparation for Decimal Day, which took place on February 15, 1971. The 5 new pence coin was introduced as a replacement for the pre-decimal shilling, with both coins being equivalent in value. In fact, the coin was initially minted to the same specifications as the shilling, meaning it was identical in size, weight, and metal composition. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This iconic portrait was used on all UK coins from 1968 to 1984. Surrounding the Queen's image are the words Elizabeth II D.G.Reg.F.D, which stand for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse side of the coin features a crowned Scottish thistle, symbolizing Scotland, with the denomination new pence and the number 5 clearly displayed. The design was created by Christopher Ironside, a renowned British artist and coin designer. In 1969, the Royal Mint produced over 120 million 5 new pence coins. The coin is made of cupronickel, an alloy of copper and nickel, which gives it a distinct silver color. It has a diameter of 23.59 millimeters and weighs 5.65 grams. As mentioned earlier, the 1969 5 new pence coin was physically identical to the pre-decimal shilling, which meant that both coins were accepted as legal tender until the shilling was eventually demonetized.